A 21-year-old Marine Corps Corporal who gave his life trying to save others after their V-22 Osprey crashed last year will be awarded the service's highest non-combat award, the Navy and Marine Corps Medal, an honor that was given to former President John F. Kennedy in 1944. Corporal Spencer R. Collart was the crew chief on an August 2023 V-22 Osprey that crashed after a near mid-air collision during a military exercise in Australia.
Spencer graduated in the year 2020. That was the beginning of the pandemic. All of a sudden, he comes in through the door and he says, "I've signed up to be a Marine." And I asked him about that, and in his mind, it's the Marines are the top of the top. They're the best of the best, and he wanted to serve, he wanted to give back.
After waiting almost a year after the crash to find out what happened to their son, the Marines guided the Collarts through the official investigation into what happened that day and what the military had learned about their son's valor.
The Marines came in and the colonel said his condolences and how sorry they were about our loss and everything. And then I forget exactly how he put it, but then he came out with, and by the way, your son didn't die in the crash. And then they let us know that Spencer was witnessed leaving the aircraft after the crash. He walked away from it. And they had physical evidence of being outside the aircraft as well. They found his strap that was strapped to him, that he straps himself into the airplane, unburned outside of the aircraft. And that apparently what happened is that Spencer realized that his friends weren't coming out of the cockpit, and so he jumped back into a burning aircraft to rescue the pilots. And unfortunately, he was overcome by smoke and flames and was unable to make it back out again.
For the Collarts, concerns over the safety of the Ospreys couldn't be more pressing or personal. One of Spencer's best friends and classmates, Evan Strickland, perished in a June 2022 Osprey crash in California, and their daughter Gwyneth recently married Jonah Wasser, an Osprey crew chief who was a close friend of Spencer's.
As soon as I met him, I was like, this is not the time nor the place to be falling in love. But he was, like my mom likes to say, the cream of the crop. He was just the best of the best. I think that Spencer knew what I needed and what my family needed after this, and it feels like I got exactly what I needed to get through this situation.
To be able to just go in there and to do that just totally unselfishly, you know, it says a lot about him. I heard a song the other day, I've heard it many times, but there was a quote in there about how the last thing in my mind was to leave you. And I think that was Spencer talking to me a little bit, you know? I don't think that was he had no intention of leaving us. I think he thought he could go in there and get the job done, but unfortunately it didn't work out that way.